because I know the med spa is in a natural transition, but why did I transition here? My dad, although he knew so much about food, whole foods and supplements, he still had a problem with having fun, if you will, our lifestyle, to where we're gonna eat whatever we want, drink whatever we want, because coming from football, we think that we're invincible. So my dad, as he passed of CTE, he had diabetes as well, and kind of seeing that really opened up my mind to say, look, I'm following his exact same footsteps. What can I do differently? How I got the call. I'm sitting at home, I'm already doing nutraceutical sales, and I get a call from a friend. She worked for a pharmacy. Hey Jonas, we're contracted with Gonzaga Group and with WellMed Group here in San Antonio. We told them that we were gonna put on a food showcase and have a chef out here to cook meals for diabetics. Our chef just backed out. Can you do this tomorrow? What's my answer? Put me in, coach. I said, you know what? Let me just go to the ADA website, American Diabetes Association website. Let me look through some of their approved foods, because I can say something's good, but I'd rather have their backing. So I said, a protein shake. Let me talk about quick meals, because people go, well, I don't have time to cook. Let me do a protein shake. Make it really quick. And this protein shake, I still wouldn't approve it. We put vanilla extract in there. We put ice cream in there. This was pretty unreal what they put in there, as opposed to like whole foods or whole fruits and veggies. I go do the class. There's like 2 doctors in there. All the people from the pharmacy that are going, is he gonna do this? Is he? They're crossing their fingers. I'm up there for 30, 45 minutes. Crush it. The patients are like coming up to me, asking questions. What else can we do? What about this? What about that? The doctors are coming up to me. Can we use you for more events? That's why I was running from Austin to San Antonio for WellMed Group. Just about once a month they had me. They were just paying me to go up there and speak and bring a blender, and I kept doing I was doing the same meal program. But then we talked deeper on why health was so good. It was in that instance where, a doctor saw me selling, he saw me speaking, he saw my background, he knew how many, contacts I had here in the San Antonio area. He goes, hey, you know so much, you know so many people, why don't you open up a med spa and I'll be your medical director? He tells me that, and we have a lunch meeting in December. He says, hey, I want to meet with you. We have that lunch meeting in December, open up the clinic in March. Yeah, it doesn't take me long, but I'm one of those guys that I'm a ready, fire, aim kind of guy. So many people get stuck in ready, aim. Yeah. Let me aim a little bit more. Let me aim a little bit tighter. I don't know if my aiming's, let me see if I'm ready again. And it's just that analysis, that analysis paralysis, like they say. I'll figure it out along the way. Can you play offensive tackle? Sure. Never played offensive tackle in my life. Can you do a cooking class? Sure. Never done that in my life. Do you want to play offense or defense? Well, coach, I wanted offense. Well, then let's put you there. Okay, would I have played defense if you said so? Sure. I would have been maybe a little distraught, because I'm like, dang, I worked 3 months over the off season or summer to do this, but still just say yes to some of the things. Learning on the fly, it puts more pressure, and maybe I like that. And it's like, hey, we can learn a little bit more. That is how I've yielded it up to this point. I never wanted to be a coach. My dad told me never be a coach, but doing so much and helping so many people in the health industry and consulting, and that's where I'm like, hey, I'll be a Coach Crafts. My Coach Crafts brand, pays homage to my dad, who was a football coach. He was always Coach Crafts. Played with the Denver Broncos, and then he actually went up to the Edmonton Eskimos because they paid more money in Canadian football in the late 50s. He made like $3,200. I still have his contract. He made $3,200 for the year with the Broncos. He went up to Canada because they paid $5,000. In the late 50s, that's a good chunk of change. So yeah, you look back then and go, wow, that was a different beast. To do that, and then in the off season, you had jobs. All right, go back and work at the mill, go work at the mines, go work wherever. Go work the union jobs. But I want to play a game. All right, well, you're going to do it on your own dime for the most part. They're still smoking cigarettes at halftime, dipping, on the field, drinking beer at halftime. Health and fitness and science and technology have obviously grown an exorbitant amount since the late 50s, playing football. And I just remember my dad always saying that. And I didn't understand it until I look back at the game now and go, the game where we're at today in the game is nowhere near where I was in the late 90s and early 2000s. It's just advancing more and more and more, and guys are getting bigger and faster and stronger, but still it's the skill set that we can take from it. What's the skill set that you can take from your past to help your present/future? And what can we get better at?